Hello everyone, my name is Ash and I am one of the Information Services Library Assistants here at the Warminster Library. Today I'm going to show you how to use cloudLibrary on your mobile device. That is your phone or your tablet. Now things will look a little bit different if you have an iPhone or an iPad versus an Android, which is what I'm using. But the steps are the same and the app itself will look the same. So first what you want to do is go to the Google Play Store, or if you have an iPhone or an iPad, this will be the App Store. And you want to go to the search box at the top and touch inside of it, and your keyboard will come up, and you'll type Cloud Library. And when you search, Cloud Library should be one of the first ones at the top, and you can tap on Cloud Library, and it will bring up the app installation page. Now on Android it will say install, and on Apple it usually says get, but either way you'll click on the button to install it, and you'll wait for it to install, and then once it's done installing, you will tap on the button to open it. And you'll come to the screen that says, welcome, let's get you connected with your local library. And if you speak a different language than English, you can tap in this select language box, and you can change it to whichever language that you prefer. But since I'm fine with English, I'm just going to go back and I'm going to tap the screen to continue. So now it will ask you for your country, state, and library. So if you tap where it says select country, it will open up a little list, and I'm going to tap and drag to go down to the United States, and then tap United States. Next, I'm going to tap select state or region. I'm going to tap and drag until I find Pennsylvania, and then I'll tap Pennsylvania. Then I'll tap select library, and we'll tap on Bucks County Free Library. And then you'll just tap the next button. Now it asks you to accept the terms and conditions, which just means you're going to follow the rules of cloudLibrary, and I will hit accept. You can also tap those blue terms and conditions buttons if you would like to read the full list of terms and conditions. Now it's going to ask me for my library card information. So I'll tap in the library card ID box and I will type in my library card. That is the full number on the back of your card, including the letter, which usually starts with B, D, or G. And then I'll tap in the box where it says PIN, and I will type in my 4-digit PIN. Your 4-digit PIN is the number that you set when you set up your library card. If you don't know what your PIN is, you can just give us a call or come into the library and we will help you reset it or give it to you. So I will be right back as I put in my library information. Once you're done putting in your library information, you'll tap the big blue login button and it will bring you to this nice little screen that tells you about the different features of cloudLibrary. And so it says personalized library cards, easily manage your account, digital content, and manage your library items with ease. And I'm going to tap the skip button and then tap OK. So now that I'm here at the cloudLibrary app, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the search button at the bottom middle of the screen, and it will take you to the main Bucks County cloudLibrary page. And you might notice, if you have seen the cloudLibrary website, that this looks very similar because it's the same books. It's just on your mobile device. So if you haven't seen this before, it has different new releases that are coming. It has different recommendations. So we have Summer Quest Storytime books for both kids and adults and teens. And then it also has other recommendations. So we have good books you may have missed, books in Spanish, books for reading Olympics, all different types of things. So if you're not sure what you would like to take out, this is a good place to start. But let's say, okay, I'm not interested in any of these books. I want to look for something different. I want to look by a genre. So up at the top where it says all, we'll tap on all. And now it's going to show you books by genre. So these are some genres that I have added to my account that I really like. But let's look for different genres. Under View Cards, there's a small red arrow, and I'll tap on that arrow, and you can choose what different genres you're interested in. You can also choose what ages you're interested in. So maybe I want to look for teen books instead, and maybe I'm interested in mermaids. You can select many different ones. So maybe I'm interested in mermaids and I'm interested in mysteries. You can also change to nonfiction, but I'll go back to adult fiction. And then once you've chosen, it will show up here. So I had fantasy chosen and historical, literary. Now, you will notice on both of these pages that I've showed you that some of these books have a coming soon label at the top. That means that they're going to be coming to cloudLibrary, but they're not available yet. You can put yourself on a list to get the book when it comes in, on the holds list, just like at the real library. And you will also notice that some of these pictures of the books look smaller. So if you look at Jim Butcher's Battleground, you'll see there's one on the left that looks large and there's one on the right that looks small. That's because this small one is an audio book. And you'll know if something's an audiobook because when you tap on the picture of the book, when it opens up, you'll see there's headphones in the top right corner. So always make sure before you're borrowing something that you check and make sure that there's no headphones in the corner, because many people who want to read ebooks, they will accidentally take out audiobooks and then they say, oh, that's not what I wanted. But if you're interested in audiobooks, then you also want to make sure you're looking for the headphones so that you can find the audiobooks. And maybe, I don't want to look at genres. I just want to look at a certain author or for a certain title that I'm looking for. We can do that too. So if you go to the top where it says Enter Search Keywords and you tap inside of it, it'll bring up your keyboard and I can type James Patterson. And then I can hit the search button. So now you can see all the James Patterson books and you can see that I've already put one on hold. Since on cloudLibrary, there are only so many copies of each book. Just like at the real library, we have holds lists. And I put myself on the holds list for All American Murder. When you put yourself on the holds list, you can also decide if you want to get an email when it comes in. Or if you don't want an email, you'll just have to make sure to check back on the cloudLibrary app. This book even says that it will be available in 10 days. So I know I can come back in 10 days and it will be on my cloudLibrary device. Here are some other James Patterson books, and you can see some of them have a green borrow button and some of them have a blue hold button. Let's say I want to look at Fang. So I will tap on the picture for Fang and information about Fang will come up and I can read about it. And then if I want to borrow it, I can tap on the green borrow button. Now that I've borrowed it, two more buttons come up that say read and return. So if I want to read it, I can tap the blue read button. And it will ask you, can cloudLibrary access your media and your files? And you'll want to hit allow or yes. And then it will download the book. The downloading of the book is so that when you don't have internet you will be able to read the book on your phone still. So if you're on a train or on a car, this is great because even though it's an ebook, you can still read it. So if you want to look at all the books that you have taken out, you can tap on the My Books button at the bottom next to search, or I'll just tap on Home since I only have 2 books and it says continue reading, and I can continue reading Fang or Michelle Obama's Becoming. And here's something important to note. For cloudLibrary, you can only have 5 books taken out at a time and 6 books on hold. If you try to place more than that, it won't let you. But once you return a book, you can take another one out, or once you're done with the hold, you can put another hold. So let's say I'm done with Fang. I've read the whole thing. I will tap on My Books, and I will tap on Fang and open it up. And I will tap on the big red return button. And it says, are you sure you want to return Fang to the library? And I will tap OK. And now it's been returned, and someone else can take it out. And then I'll tap back, and I'll tap home again. So now you know the basics of how to take out a book, how to search for books, and how to get on the cloudLibrary app. There's some other things that are pretty cool about cloudLibrary also. If you go to the top of the home screen, you will see it says Welcome and your name and Bucks County Free Library. In the top right corner, there's a little barcode and an arrow, and if you tap on that, it will flip your card over and it will show you your barcode. And you can actually bring your phone to the library and have us scan that. And it works as your library card. So if you ever forget your library card, but you have your phone and you have the cloudLibrary app, you can use that. You can also use multiple library cards on the cloudLibrary app. So let's say you're looking for James Patterson's Fang and you can't find it, but you have a Montgomery County library card. You could go to Account, and you could go to View Cards, and you could go to Add New at the top, and you could go through the steps of signing into cloudLibrary and add your Montgomery County library card. You could also add a Philadelphia library card. Any library that you go to that uses cloudLibrary, you can add them to the app. And then you'll be able to take out books with them as well in the same place on the same device. On this account page, you can also set your settings for your notifications, and you can also tap on Help and Support to watch helpful videos and read helpful guides by the cloudLibrary team about how to use the app. As always, if you have any questions or if you're unsure of anything, you can give us a call. Our number is 267-317-1333. We know it's a big transition moving from Overdrive and Libby to cloudLibrary, but we hope that you'll find that it's a useful app and just as good or even better. That's all for today. Have a good day.